Hello everyone, Sigmulator here, and welcome to Alan Wake 2. I really loved the first game. I've been really looking forward to this, so let's just get right into it. Normal. Dodging away from Taken Slash's charge attack. At the last moment will result in the enemy stumbling momentarily incapacitated. Oh, cool.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Plain as this guy? Who are you? Why are you naked? God, look at this place. Alright then. Right, is this guy, whoever he is, caught in the darkness? Is that what's going on here? Hello? Can I run or anything? No. Bloody jumped. Whoa, what was that? I don't need to see her. Don't need to see that, mate. Was that Alan screaming? Looked like it. Oh no. Maybe not Alan, but the other one. I can't remember what it was called now. Alright, now I can sprint. What was that? Thought I saw something just sort of out of the corner of my eye. Whoa! I need a light source. This woods are crawling with the Taken, isn't it? Light! There's a light. Oh, there's another one around here. I don't think I was meant to survive that. Oh shit. So it's already a lot more gruesome than the previous game. Nice. Well, that was a hell of an intro.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Oh, synchronized coffee drinking. That's how you know they're FBI.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Sinking's a little off with the mouth movement, but that's fine.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Invitation. Ooh, nice, we've got chapters.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Okay, so triangle is my infantry.
I should take a look at that map.
Triangle is my infantry, that's good to know. What's this? Pick up a map. Cool. Oh, nice. The player is over there. Cool. Get to the crime scene, find deputies. Alright.
Hey, over here.
Ah, there you are.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Meet Deputy Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Alright.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Alright,
The
Sherlock.
facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyse clues and progress the investigation. You can use that to move around. Zoom. Yep. Alright. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help search out the killer. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds. Victim reported missing in 2010. Discovered in 2012. Buried in a shallow grave. Bruised into the wrists. Wendy Davis, teacher, body, bloated, large chest wound, found in Cauldron Lake 2018, some organs missing. Prediction, state of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Found 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is eligible. Percy Wolf, store owner. Bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Murder method. Slight differences in the murders, bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem. 2 of the victims had bruising, some from restraint, strapped or belted down, bruising on legs and wrists. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to a condition of body. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in the water. All bodies experienced bloating. Killer profile. Talk to someone. Okay. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer maybe, or their art. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer may be a sportsman or hunter. Okay. It's just a map. Anything here? Doesn't look like it.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Visiting the Mind Palace does not pause the game.
Fucking nature.
Fair enough.
Gives me a headache. Too much sky.
Basically what it's saying, visiting the Mind Palace will not stop me from getting attacked by enemies, so I need to make sure I'm in a safe location to check it.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Cool.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Okay, so I can freely explore. Good to know. Waterfalls. The powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters of the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of the Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Alright then.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Manuscript fragments. Oh, here we go. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mind Palace. Cool. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Cool. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. Increase magazine size by 50. I don't have enough for either one. Any of those. Makes sense. Good to know. Alright. So we need to explore. Much like
Welcome back, Anderson.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Alright, cool. Well, what's this? Ah! What did I pick up? Painkillers. Pain medication restores a small amount of health quickly and replenishes additional health over time. Cool. Battery pack for the flashlight. Excellent! Those will be useful. Ooh, a cabin. The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Uh-huh. Charming. What a lovely place you have here. Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Oh, dude. I felt that one. Monday. I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake, instead of just watching it from here, like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back here tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's going to be epic. Well, that's good. Carrying on with life. Alright, what's that? Adhesive bandage restores a good amount of health. Cool.
A lunchbox again.
Oh.
Who's leaving these out here?
Okay, so I need to keep an eye out for these. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Uh-huh. Right, okay, so lunch boxes. Need to keep an eye out for those. Witchfinder Station. I think I might be lost. Heart missing. Witch's Ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of the local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree, named Witch's Ladle. Okay. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Lovely. Oh, there's footprints. Do they carry on? No, they sort of stop. Okay. I'm guessing that will be significant later. Nope. Explore around here a little bit. That's the crime scene. Right, let's go. Before we investigate over there, let's talk to this dude over here.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Monday, 9/3. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self: train the fielder. 9/4. Nothing to report. Some animals regular. 9/5. Hunters out after dark. Poachers heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. That they certainly could. Okay. Not sure what that's about. I'm sure we'll find out later. Locked. Hello. Sorry, I was doing an investigate. Oh, here we go.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Coordinate murder scene. Now staggered to see active clues. The key image can be selected. I see.
Another
That's how I
body
do it.
turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation. Nice. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new line of questioning. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Cool. The Cauldron Lake murders, Alex Casey lunchboxes.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Oh, blimey. For later. Frustration of who left this here. I should keep an eye out for others. Okay, can I not put these anywhere? Hold on. There we go, and then...
Doesn't look right.
Bright Falls area. Witch's Hut. Oh, hang on. Maybe you also belong up there. No? Oh, there's... Hang on. Okay.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Oh, I think I see where I was going wrong
Heart
now.
removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the updated goals by pressing triangle. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killers. You're now free to examine the case board or leave the circle to collect new clues. Excellent. There we go. I've got it now. The inside mentions Alan Wake. What the hell are these? The writer of the note is leaving these to inspire someone. Are they really for me? Alright, cool. Right, figured out how that works now.
Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present, messy scene, crime of passion, premeditated. Who knows?
Did they plan for the murder to happen here?
Oh wait, hold on. Before I talk to you, there's something over here.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
For later, for later. Okay, can't do anything with those for now. Alright, now we'll talk to the deputy.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago.
Oh, shit!
I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Alright, cool. I like the fact that that's Nightingale because it was left ambiguous what happened to him at the end of the other game. Alright.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay, victim ID, Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable at time of disappearance.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
Alright.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mum. Fair enough.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Certificate of Meritorious Achievement to Agent Saga Anderson, date 8/8/2019. Supervisory Special Agent Stacy Moreau. Cool. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Okay.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Nope, still not enough.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You do that.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
There we
It is
go.
kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Alan, what's going on, buddy?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Alright, back to profiling.
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Alright, I was about to do that. The victim was one of their own, FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal and bloody ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page, this page, the first page they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths, secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were there. What were they doing? Someone playing a game with them, leading them on? An invitation? How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Ah, I see.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. inside. The awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
There we go.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns doesn't make sense, asking wrong questions.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Learned all I can here. Need to get body back to town for examination. Alright, cool. I like this setup. I like this mechanic.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter. A creepy twig sculpture?
Very Blair Witch.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Confused? Follow the steps. Wash hands, take chicken out of fridge, take a nap.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
A lot of these red triangle things. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button? They're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing. Waterline, real caldera. It's made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing. Waterline, engineered structure, strange machines. Okay. Okay, it's not going to let me do that thing yet, so I need to remember to come back to that.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Cheerful.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Shortcut key. Excellent,
Thanks.
thank you.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Alright, where is it? Ah, there.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
I will. Well, I don't want to miss anything. It's a big point about these games that there's a lot of emphasis on exploration.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Alright, that's a thing. This brings me back round here. Wash hands, take chicken out of the fridge, have a nap. Right. Maybe I'll come back here later.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
No, all good.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Okay, so I'm missing something. It's the game's hinting that I shouldn't really go that way yet. Oh, I don't think we've been down this way. Ooh, hello. UFOs and You, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 AM after I'd finished my armour. Don't know what that is. On the porch of the trailer, I got in the car and drove chasing it. Starry night, not much moon, as expected. It led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would, it didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Okay. Ooh, lunchbox. How do you like the knitting, hero? I made it just for you. Okay.
Hey,
What?
what's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Alright, cool. I'm hearing a lot of weird noises. Okay. I think I've been down there. Did I go down here? I think I did. Yeah. Then I went round this way, I believe. Yes, because that's the witch's hut. Casey went down this way. Was there anything here? Back at the general store. Okay, some knitted symbols.
There's another lunchbox.
Ah, excellent. It was worth coming here. Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. But if you're having a good day, ignore this whole thing. Okay. Yeah, I read that.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I think I've explored all I can now. Right, we should be able to move on.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Oh, I don't know. Brightfall seems to have a bit of a history. No entry. Oh, lunchbox.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
Yeah. We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Right. I think... No, I'm not quite done with this one. Because I think there's 6 in total. Yeah. Or is there? No, there's 8 in total. Fair enough.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Yep, that sounds about right. Right, just making sure I'm not missing anything. Ooh, hang on. What's this?
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
The rarest wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. I finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over with the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins the journey south. I've noticed intriguing behaviour in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however, nothing I can recognise or explain. Getting a little concerned, I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. No, we weren't done. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning, must come back in full. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple just at the way the whatever that word is hangs off it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit, found a fantastic overlook to camp at, but I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like that like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Alright, cool.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Well, at least you enjoy your work.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. Diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
He really wants that coffee. Can I not manually save? Doesn't look like it, but it did auto-save, so that's fine. So I'm going to end this episode here. Fantastic intro so far. Love the Mind Palace aspect to it. Very Sherlock Holmes, which I'm a big fan of. Good start. Looking forward to seeing how the rest of this plays out. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, guys. If you liked it, like, subscribe, ding that bell. I've been Sigma Later. This has been Alan Wake 2, and I'll catch you next time. Take care now.